Welcome back to the channel, Fiercely Collecting here. Today we are going to be looking at something a little bit different. I just wrapped up one of my best custom / wheel swaps here that I think I've done on the channel to date, and that is of course going to be Leon's R33, one of my top cars from the first movie. I think it is super underrated car. Wish we would have seen some more of it and maybe even some more of Leon. But yes, this car has been one of my all-time favorites. And the one you are seeing in front of you now has been lowered and wheel swapped with some nice Carlomo bearing wheels provided by none other than Mod My Ride. The car that this started as was the original fast version of his R33, which is like the most expensive one, unfortunately, but I did have a extra loose one. And as you can see, we mixed it up nice. I really like the version of Leon's R33 that has the black wheels on it. I just thought it looked really mean and kind of matched just the overall aesthetic of the car, and especially with the tinted windows. So here is the card from the wheels that we use, is the Carlomo S-Class, and we will try to get a close-up look here. It's a little hard to see because the wheels are all black, but I tried to get as much light on it as you can. You can see all of the brake details there in the back, but they are a 5-spoke, and man, do they spin, and they sound so good. That is one of the things I absolutely love about these bearing wheels. Just the sound and how well they spin. Another cool little detail that I've never tried before was I drilled out the exhaust tip and then painted it black on the inside and then painted the muffler. Kind of a nice little add-on. But you can kind of see, and I will take it apart so you can get a better look, but we dremeled and shaved down the inside of the fenders and the wheel wells so that we could basically tuck the wheels up there as tight as we can. And this thing is super low. Actually, I'm probably going to need to file down the front lip a little bit because it is hitting the ground a little. So we definitely went super low on this one. Let's grab the other one here just for comparisons. Yeah, this thing looks absolutely killer. Hopefully it shows up okay for you guys. I know the black wheels are really hard to see, but I really wanted to use those on this car. And we got the car taken apart just so I can kind of show you a little bit more of the details. So here you can really see how much we took out on each. The rear didn't need too much taken out. Those were pretty easy to fit and tuck. The fronts, you had to go pretty aggressive in order to try to get any tire to kind of go up in there. Yeah, you can see it is definitely nerve-wracking because that Dremel sometimes catches and slips a little. So you gotta just go slow and have a nice grip on it. But this is the first like really successful. I've done a ton of wheel swaps, but I've never like tried to do the lowering and even tucking and like adding some just like a little bit of camber. So I am like really excited because I have always like wanted to be able to do that, and I have never been successful. So I don't know, this time it just worked out. So now we will get into the wheel portion. You can see each wheel has its own little axle. And what helped me on this one was using the little putty that I use to kind of help my minifigures stand up. And I put a big ball of that in there. And then I would set the wheel on and I would put the body on and get it in the exact position. And then the putty would hold the wheel somewhat in place, and then I would apply a very liberal amount of glue, and then I would let it sit. I was like pretty nervous about it, so I think I did both of the rears, and then I just let it sit overnight, and then I did each front on its own, and I would let the other one dry and set up for about 2 hours. So it took quite a lot of time, but not all that time was like invested just like sitting here actually working on it. A lot of it was just kind of waiting for the glue to dry. This is the first time I've tried it using the putty on the inside, and that really seemed to help because when you're trying to like tuck it up in the fenders and get just a little bit of camber, I'm not sure if you'll like be able to tell or not, but we got just a little bit of camber on there. But yeah, you have to be like very precise because you're dealing with just like literally like a hair of clearance for the wheels to be able to spin. Once it was all done and put back together and I screwed it all back together, the rear tires and the front actually did not spin. So I had to go back, I had to trim some more of the interior, and then I had to trim some more of the fenders on the front in order to get it to fit. Here's another example of a Carlomo wheel swap, and this I did not do any lowering. I basically just threw the wheels in place of where the Hot Wheels ones went. Didn't, like I said, no Dremel work, no lowering or anything. This car still looks like really, really good. It rolls great. Oh, I don't have this one screwed together. But yeah, way easier to see with the white wheels. Like I said, those black wheels are very dark, but it does add a lot. Just putting in that little extra work to get it like lowered and stanced, which for me was like a whole day, but it turned out pretty sweet. So this was just a quick little upload. Like I said, I just finished this car. I was super excited about it and figured I would just do a quick little video just to kind of share it with you guys. But I definitely plan on doing some more Fast and Furious cars. I know I've said before, I want to do basically all the main cars and put them on some Carlomos and slam them like this. So this was the number one, the test dummy. And it turns out that your boy can actually do it. You have to be super patient, and definitely takes some like fine skills and, like I said, just a lot of patience. So definitely when you see people on Instagram, YouTube and stuff doing all these customs, man, you have no idea how hard it is, and just have a lot of respect for people who do that. So hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the wheel swap, and let me know which car we should do next. But thank you all so much for stopping by, tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.